Welcome back, guys. Welcome to Off-Road Diaries. I think this is going to be a little bit of a different video. And there may even be, just because of the title, there might even be people that click on this video and they're just looking for a little inspiration. If you don't know who we are, it's my wife, myself, my son, and my cute little pit bull puppy dog, Leia. And we have a family channel. We share our lives publicly, and I think that sometimes we don't express the joy that we want to literally put out there. We just portray ourselves as somebody that is so happy all the time. And I was like, man, we try our hardest to push a video out every Sunday and every Wednesday, but sometimes things get in the way. Life gets in the way. Progress gets in the way, and we have to focus on our progress. But part of my progress has been to try my hardest to push out over 100 videos a year. And sometimes it's more than that. But I wanted to actually focus a little bit on, or I should say a lot of it, and just make a whole video a positive post. I have typed out things on Facebook and never posted them. I've tried to share things that were on my mind, and I didn't want it to be like some kind of an attention grab. I don't know how to explain it, guys. It's just crazy. As a matter of fact, hold on. I'm going to grab a claw. If you don't know me and you're just now tuning in, I have a crazy addiction to White Claws. I'm just joking. It's not an addiction, but I do enjoy drinking them better than beer because I have gout, and gout sucks. And you can't eat a ton of red meat, and I'm on a carnivore diet, losing all this crazy weight. So I have to be careful with that and jump from chicken to steak and not do all this crazy stuff. But give me 1 second. So the first thing I'm going to do on my video for the subscribers is I actually want to show you what I've been doing in my shop. So Dalton has helped me out a lot here. We met this awesome guy named Quincy. He's not a subscriber or anything, but he was like, I want my car to be faster. So if you are a subscriber or new to our channel, I actually build some pretty fun, fast cars. But I build things within the reliability range. There are companies that are far better at me at making your car a drag race car, but that's not what I'm all about at my shop. So I currently got a 22 Pro R. Just put a Packard supercharger kit on it. We are almost done. We've got the plugs in, injectors in, intercooler, pretty much everything done there that needs to be done to it. I've got to install the clutch kit in it, which won't take me but, I don't know, about an hour and a half. And then after that, this car will be fast. I don't mean it's going to beat everybody, but he can make it up the huge hill at Sand Mountain, Little Sahara. So if you guys want a Packard supercharger kit or a cage, reach out to me, amongst many other things. I love to build cars. I like to build cool cars, though. I'm not in it to basically do 50 cars a week. That's not who I am. It's basically like 1.5 of me. I have myself, and then I have Dalton, who comes in and helps me occasionally, and that's about it. I don't do car builds fast. I am not a guy that just takes your car in and then 24 hours you got a car back. That's not me. I want to take time, pay attention to detail. So if you want a cage, you want anything pretty much, supercharger kit, turbo kits, I can get you any of that. So anybody that can wants to have their car built, send them to me. I'm not making millions of dollars off of it, but it supports our traveling. Update on Patty Mayo. She actually ran pretty decent. Crazy story. All of these V-bands on the turbo were loose. And I was like, where is the boost at? What is going on? Why is this car running weird and making weird sounds? Turns out the V-bands are loose on everything. Amongst my clutches are making a weird noise. I'm going to disassemble them, rebuild them, and put them back together. But yeah, so positive message of the day, guys. I don't know if you remember, but a couple videos back, I made a video and I had talked about how somebody had reached out to us and told us how Krista had kind of changed their lives. It gets even deeper. I have talked to this gentleman. I don't know if he wants his name out there or not, so I don't want to put it out there necessarily. His name's Mike. Last name I'm not going to say. But man, he has shared. You ever just met people and they accidentally changed your life? They weren't trying to. There was nothing. They just wanted to share their story with you. And that's what Mike has done. So many dramatic things have happened in this guy's life. And it's not like a sympathy reach out. It's genuine. He wants to share his story. And he was telling me about his brother. His brother, all he wanted to do was meet BJ Baldwin years ago. And he had a very short period of life that he was going to live. And he knew that. And I think it's like the Tim McGraw song, Live Like You're Dying. Well, Mike drove his brother all the way out to wherever it was to meet BJ Baldwin. BJ Baldwin wrote an entire long post on it. And in the post, it said 12 days. I believe so. And I'll correct it if I'm wrong. I'm just recording this, like freestyling and recording this. And his brother passed away 12 days after he met BJ Baldwin. And I have to say, that Tim McGraw song I was referencing, Live Like You Were Dying, like he went Rocky Mountain climbing, bull riding, all that stuff. None of us actually know. Like the doctors predicted somewhat of a time frame for Mike's brother, but I don't think any of us actually know the date. Like we don't. Like even if a doctor says that, my doctor told my grandma she would die in 3 months and she lived 12 more years. So I think it's whether you're religious or not, I don't believe that any of us kind of really know our day's end until it happens. And I think it was such a message and it moved me so much and I was just struggling. I was like, I want to come up with an idea for a video. I get it. I can't ride in every video and lots of people like the riding, but I just wanted to come up with an idea in my heart, in my mind that I could share with you guys. And I was like, Mike, you just gave me the message. And we are so unappreciative of our everyday life. We go home, we complain about things. The shower's not hot enough, or, you didn't cook my steak enough, or, it's too cold, or, and I think about the Goldilocks, or was it the Goldilocks? I don't know. Whatever it was, where the bears were complaining about the porridge being too hot or too cold. And I think that's the problem with us is 2 or 3 degrees makes such a huge difference, but does it really? I'm not perfect, guys. I struggle with so many things. I literally was writing out a post tonight because I'm just an over emotional person. I've let emotion control most of my life. I love hard. I get angry hard. I get mad, so mad and frustrated. And then I step back and I look at my son and I'm like, is that really the way I want my son to be? Do I want him to get angry and upset about the stupidest little things that I get upset about? And then Mike messaged me and I was writing this whole crazy post out because most of you guys, y'all don't really know me. Y'all know the happy side, the guy I put out there on Facebook or whatever, or YouTube. But I was kicked out of an entire school system for fighting. I have fought so much. If you ever met me in person, you'd be like, this guy's probably never been in a fight in his day in his life. But actually, I've probably been in 35 to 40 fights. I actually literally enjoyed fighting people. And I don't want that for my son. Maybe more so fighting for the sport of it, like jiu-jitsu, stuff like that. Stuff I grew up, I grew up with martial arts and everything. But I don't want my son to be angry. I want him to find peace. I want him to find joy. I want him to understand that, our days are limited. Our days are short. And it seems like it's so long when you're a kid. It's kind of the "are we there yet" scenario. And I feel like I am there. And I don't, man, life is crazy, guys. And sometimes, like, I'd say 90% of the times, the reason I'm making this video or that video or whatever with Krista and Miles, I'm actually trying to find my peace. I'm trying to find my solidarity. I'm trying to find my my joy every day. So me making videos with my family is honestly my it's my trajectory of finding peace. And I just want you guys to know, I know I'm rambling, but I think the biggest thing I'm trying to find out of this video and give to you guys is that our days are numbered and we really don't know what the number is. And we think we do. And I've seen people pull through out of the most traumatic experiences. I myself have been in a horrible situation multiple times, physically couldn't walk for several months. And my family, they gave up on me for a good while. And I don't blame them. I blame me because I was such a negative aura to be around. So 2 takeaways. You never know when your last day is. You don't. And second is, treat people like they're going to be around forever. You know what I mean? And just because you've given up on yourself doesn't mean that there's not somebody who stepped away for a second, but they're still rooting for you. And I want all of you guys to know, if you're struggling, I'm rooting for you. And if you ever want to talk to somebody and you think this guy couldn't relate, I have the darkest, craziest, nastiest past. And I have worked so hard to get away from it. And there's still things that haunt me. There's still people that like will throw up random negative comments like, weren't you that guy? And I'm like, yeah, I was. And like, that's past tense. And I've made decisions that have affected my family, my wife, my son, my parents, my brother, my sister, like so many people that I have not been the best to. And all I do now every single day is just do everything I can to be a better version of myself. And for those of you that have looked up to me and I've let you down, I'm sorry. But it doesn't mean that we can't be the person that takes somebody else's life and changes it a little bit. Anyhow, that's all I have to say. It's a short video, I know. We have lots of great things happening this season. So many cool sponsors. By the way, if any of you saw the video with Baby Miles and he was in a seatbelt in Patty Mayo.
Miles, are you ready to go ride?
He didn't actually ride in the car like that. We had a couple of comments like, you idiot, like, can't believe you let your son ride in your car like that. Actually, no, I'm not an idiot. You're an idiot for assuming. He never actually rode in the car like that on a little Mother's Day video we dropped. It was just kind of cute. And I thought it was funny, but everybody's a critic. You know what I mean? So thank you guys. Thank y'all so much. We have a lot of fun stuff happening this year. I'm just in this weird dead space where I'm trying to make sure that our RV park is going to be up and operational because that is our income. And yeah, so I'm going to go drop this video onto the computer real quick, edit it really quick, which there isn't much to edit, and share it with you guys. But I just want to tell you guys 2 takeaways. We love you guys. We appreciate y'all. If you're struggling, please reach out to me. If you ever want to talk, I will do anything I can to help uplift you. And I'm not a perfect man, so I may not have all the answers, but I can say that we have so many cool things happening this year. And Mike, thanks for sharing your story with me about your family. There's so many things that y'all will see come to light with this family, and I don't know how much of it I'll make public because I want to respect them. But we got some really rad things happening this season, and I'm just going to continue to focus on being a better me. If you're struggling with being a better version of yourself, please keep trying. Like, guys, we're not perfect. We make decisions sometimes and we think it's the right decision for us, and then it turns out to be wrong, and we can't change that. But we appreciate y'all so much. We love y'all so much. I hope you have an amazing day, amazing night whenever you're watching this. And There'll be kind of like a little ruffle in the videos the next couple weeks. I don't know if I'll post on Sunday or not. I'm going to try to, but I do have a lot of cool things happening. And we have a lot of cool things happening. Have an amazing night and see you. Love you. Bye.